Hey guys, welcome back to NBA Hub. Today we'll talk about why the 2020-2021 NBA season might not even happen. Let's head into it. Behind closed doors.
They want to be in, but they have shown some resilience.
With those around the league resigned to the idea the current season would have to happen behind closed doors, there's a growing worry the 2020-2021 NBA season may have to tip off without fans in arenas. During an appearance in SportsCenter, ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reported the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic could linger well beyond the NBA's current campaign. The great concern, will there be fans in the arenas next season? Wojnarowski said, that is the concern among teams about not this season, but can they be certain at any point next season that they will be able to put fans in public arenas? That's a bigger question than this summer. New restrictions? It's unclear whether the NBA can return this summer in time to wrap up the 2019-2020 campaign. Some states are beginning to relax restrictions regarding the businesses that are allowed to operate during the pandemic. As a result, the NBA issued a statement Monday outlining what would be a gradual return of limited workouts for players. The potential rule changes would allow teams to make their practice facilities available for use by the team's players for workouts or treatment on a voluntary, individual basis if the team's facility is in a city that is no longer subject to a government restriction. For any team that, due to a government restriction, is prohibited from making its facility available for use by the team's players, the league will work with the team to identify alternatives. The new guidelines won't go into effect until May 8 at the earliest. NBA announces new coronavirus-related guidelines. Cleveland, Ohio. The NBA informed teams of new guidelines regarding the use of practice facilities and player training, now targeting no earlier than May 8 for limited, individual workouts in cities that have softened stay-at-home orders. Reports surfaced over the weekend about the league allowing practice facilities to reopen on Friday, May 1. However, the memo given to teams on Monday afternoon points to May 8 as the current commencement date, which could be pushed back further if new developments in the coronavirus pandemic dictate such a change. The new guidelines have plenty of limitations. Number 1. No more than 4 players would be permitted at the facility at any one time. Number 2. No head or assistant coaches could participate. Number 3. Group activity means prohibited, including practices or scrimmages. Number 4. Players remain prohibited from using non-team facilities such as public health clubs, fitness centers, or gyms. Number 5. The league also announced that it is working with teams to identify alternatives for players in other states where government restrictions remain in place. The guidelines are designed to allow safe and controlled environments for players to train in. According to The Athletic, the NBA has also informed each team to assign one senior executive to a new role, facility hygiene officer, and all staffers working with players must wear gloves. Back to normal. While getting players back to practice would be a positive step, Wojnarowski's report underscores how long it would take before things are fully back to normal. Zeke Emanuel, the Vice Provost for Global Initiatives and Director of the Healthcare Transformation Institute at the University of Pennsylvania, speculated in a panel discussion with the New York Times Magazine that major public events could be off the table for well over a year. Certain kinds of construction or manufacturing or offices in which you can maintain 6-foot distances are more reasonable to start sooner. Larger gatherings, conferences, concerts, sporting events, when people say they're going to reschedule this conference or graduation event for October 2020. I have no idea how they think that's a plausible possibility. I think those things will be the last to return. Realistically, we're talking fall 2021 at the earliest. No live games.
The Lakers have been. Murray finds Jokic, who finds Grant Allen.
Under that timetable, the entire 2020-2021 season would happen without any fans. Don Barnum, an architect with the DLR Group, told CNBC's Jabari Young that teams could alter stadium layouts to adhere to social distancing guidelines. One idea is to seat fans in small groups throughout the arena, where 6 feet would separate the group of 4 seats on all sides. The 2020 NFL Draft set viewership records over the weekend, partially indicative of how much people are desperate to see sports again. That would almost certainly carry over to the return of games themselves. But fans would grow used to the idea that television and online streaming may be the only avenues through which to consume sports for the foreseeable future. No season till 2023. We are all left to wonder if there will be a 2021-2022 season, given that June this year would have been the new start for this year's season, but it got called off. Hopefully, next year in March, we will have new answers and a new long-awaited NBA season. Whether we can be live at the games or not, it will be a good season with new incredible moments. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.